the costs that you calculated are, of course, not realistic. I think you need to reconsider, and also maybe to switch to the application rather than the website.
Why are you doing what you do? So what is the meaning of all this? What does it mean for you?
Thank you for your question. Actually, because of war, we saw a lot of families suffering they had emotional difficulties. So that's why we thought about this platform. That in Armenia we don't have this kind of platform, so people can overcome their inner challenges due to this platform. But the main reason was the war, like families that we have seen, and I mentioned families from Nagorno-Karabakh. That's why.
And question from me. Do you have any timeline specified when are you going to have your MVP? What are the next steps you are going to take? Have you thought of that?
Of course, if we will have investment, we will start to create our website, then the other steps. And of course, we have to find professionals. We know a lot of professionals, but the platform is huge. Like we plan to have a huge platform, so we need a lot of therapists. But the first step is creation of a website.
Okay, I see. Thank you.
Idro, right? Idro, right? So next one is Idro. Please, the stage is yours.
It's not here? Oh, okay. So I am Anna Grigorian, and today I'm going to introduce you to Idro. Let's break the frames. The art is free and create more. So this was the picture that I was drawing when I was a little child, and there was no one to help me to draw, and I was just thinking about that maybe if I were a child and someone would help me to draw, I would become a great painter. And I think that this problem faces children too, and they get easily bored and angry, and that's a great problem because who knows, maybe a child who would draw in his childhood great would become well-known artist someday, and it would be so great. And so I would give the solution. I decided to create Idro pen. Idro is a pen that has a camera on it. So when the child is using the pen, the camera shows the original picture of the what he was drawing on the app, and also at the same time showing the picture that he is going to paint. So when the child is downloading in the app the picture he wants to draw, he would also see the mistakes that he is making, and would also rub it on the paper and draw it the way he wants to, he or she wants to. So this is the problem and solution of how it works. And this pen would cost approximately $50. I think it's not so expensive, and many people could afford that. And the app is also free, so anyone can download the app. So competitive advantages of this pen is that it's easy to take it with you, as it's small, and compared to the phones and other tablets that are so expensive, not many people can afford to buy that gadgets. This pen is a great solution to that problem, and it's convenient, as I said previously, to take it with you to the bag, and also for the parent to give it to the child, and just to time when they are free, they can use it. The parent can also give their phones to their child, and when they are free, and they can draw it. So this much. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much. Good idea actually, but I assume the production will be quite expensive. But overall, like $50, are you planning to attract like some investments? Because I'm sure one pen will be much expensive than $50 in production.
Actually, because of it depends on the quality of the camera. If we buy a not so expensive camera and put it on the pen, it would be not so much expensive, and I think $50 would be. In that case, maybe, but it's not about at all the quality, because it only would show on the phone, and they would see not so good, but it would actually do his job.
Do you plan to sell it? To whom do you plan to sell it?
To parents and the children too. I mean, because the children are young, they would not buy. They would not have the money to buy, but
Yeah, I mean,
parents would.
I mean, you
buy
are planning
for their
to
friends.
cheat them and enter Amazon or this kind of e-commerce
Yes,
website.
maybe. I actually didn't thought about selling in the Amazon or where else, but it would be a great idea. I would consider your.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you have someone with a technical background in the team who is going to be able to make the actual product? How are you going to do the execution of the final product?
So as I was deciding to do this alone, I don't have team, but when I would plan to make this real, I really want to plan to make this real. So I would have my group of people that would help me to do this all, and I would. With the help of them, I would do all the things about the pen and the buying, all the selling, and everything all together.
Okay, so what's that's keeping you from finding the team? At what stage or what's the...
It's
What I
because
would,
of
the reason
it's-
I'm asking this is this, okay? What I would do if I was in your place, try to find someone who is an engineer or someone who can
Yes.
bring this to life. Give them percentage of the business. Together with them, try to come up with some MVP, minimal viable product.
yeah.
Try to
Thank
do,
you.
once you have that product that can actually do the job, at least some functionality of it. Once you have it, I think you won't have big problem for raising money. So once you have the MVP, it's not going to be a big challenge for you to raise money. Another comment from me, when next time when you are presenting this to potential investors, what I would do in your case, try to show how big is the, because if you look at the product,
Yeah.
who you are selling this to, mostly parents, right? What alternatives do they have now? They have these albums which has, the outlines of the drawings. Now
Yeah,
you can buy
yeah.
it from shops, right? Try to show some numbers of that market size. How big is that market? I don't think it's a small market, so it should be a couple of $1 billion, right?
Yes.
Try to find some statistics, show that you are entering this market, and from that way it's going to be more understandable for people who might be potential investors that this is a good investment opportunity. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much.
Do we have time? Do we have time for another question? The last question. Have you got some advice from a professional painter?
Ardian, and Ardian is an art gallery and we are doing architectural things and also artworks. talked with the artist, and he said that it was a good idea and to make it real. And as I'm drawing is so beautiful too, and the idea of to make the children.
With the imagination of our children when they see the picture and they draw it, so
It would help them. It would not actually give the exact places to draw. It would just give the shade of how to draw, and they would.
thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Before we move on, just a little technical announcement. Do we have the owner of 23023 Hyundai car? 23 Manan Merontishi. Okay, now we have to say thank you and a big round of applause to all the 5 teachers, please. It's not an easy job, by the way, to be among the very first, to be the pioneers, and to have all the excitement and to handle the anxiety attacks, by the way, most of us might have. Now we have the magic time, which is one of my favorites, personal favorite, coffee break. The coffee break is going to be served in the hall. Judging by your smiles, everyone's excited about that. So let's enjoy the coffee break for some 30 minutes, and then we will be back.
11:30, we're back, right?
So please, be